Usman Bugaji, or what do they call it? Yeah, Bugaji, a former member of the House of Representatives, emphasized that according to the Constitution of Nigeria, all natural resources within the country are owned by the federal government. He stressed that the concept of an oil-producing state aligns with constitutional provisions. He said one state in north can take more than two of the spaces and of spaces of total southeast, not as landmass. Is there any development? Landmass, no development. People, no development. Nothing, nothing. So what is a landmass for? Yet they cannot even stay in their corner. They will be looking for other places to go and acquire land, to go and grab land from there. So what is this man talking about? During an interview with Vanguard, Dr. Bugaji asserted that no entity can assert ownership over Nigeria's oil, gold, and other natural resources, as these blessings are natural or national assets. But the issue of a gold, it is not a national. It is not national because it's the same man that who said the oil. Majority of the people who own oil block are from the north. So why is it that people from the south are not owning gold land in Zamfara or in the north entirely? And why is it that most people even from the south are not even owners of a oil block in that same their south? What are we talking about? He emphasized that these resources are not the exclusive property of any state but belong to the entire nation. Dr. Bugaji highlighted that despite a constitutional clarity or federal ownership of natural resources, there are individuals making erroneous claims to resource ownership. He pointed out that if such arguments were to be entertained, northerners could also take a claim to ownership, considering that 78% of Nigeria oil production occurs offshore. Explaining further, Dr. Bugaji referenced his involvement in Gulf of Guinea talks, specifically citing the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. He clarified that this convention grants exclusive economic and security rights to states with coastal borders, allowing them to safeguard their territory, resources, and maritime activities. According to him, he said one state in the north can take more than two of the spaces of the south of the total southeast. The north has the landmass. What I am saying is that if 78% of that landmass gives you mileage into the sea where your oil comes from, the 78% of whatever mileage we get into the sea can therefore be claimed because the 78% landmass belong to the north, which is the majority. You see wetin the yarn of pata. In the yarn of pata. What have you achieved with your landmass if not terrorism and hunger capital in Nigeria? You did not mention baby factory industries. Nobody is claiming anything. Now you dey come for that, I won't go claim anything. Upon that, your evil Buhari wanted to establish cattle colony in that land. You are evil. This man, even at his age, is still brainless. Keep on deceiving the younger generation of the north with your landmass theory. Landmass without development, but for terrorism, hunger, poverty, disease, deprivation, backwardness in all development indices. Landmass my foot. In this 21st century, people are still talking like a dunderheads. Dr. Professor, you have lost touch with current realities of Nigeria. From your long MC grammar, you said nothing. Foolish professor, all of you from the north are always professors without thinking. I don't even know how they got all these professors, Quranic professors, and yet the north has nothing to show for the mass land skill. It is only used in getting allocation for sharing, and that's all. Well, sir, Dr. Usman, I seriously disagree with you with your last explanation because somehow it does not even make sense to me. I'm not even a lover of your enemies, the Igbos, but I will counter your statement. Look, doctor, we know you northerners as a landmass, but it is not useful to we the southerners, and we are not even interested in your north because it is not productive to the south. Recently, the you Northerners were selling your perishable food items to outsiders in West Africa sub-regions and refused to sell to your fellow citizens from the south. Not only that, your brother bandits and herdsmen are waging war with our local farmers from the south. What does all this portray? Doctor, you Northerners should show less interest in the resources from the south and concentrate on your resources in the north. South is not north and north is not south. All your emphasis on the dubious constitution from the past criminal leaders is pointless. You Londoners hate people from the south, but to love their multiple trillions of worldwide currencies resources. Please lessen your hatred for the south and stop making disparaging remarks about Igbos, because it is not them that owns the offshore crude oil resources, but rather the Niger Deltas. I'm not even a fan of Igbo because I don't even like their haughty and arrogant attitude, but it will be unfair to let you go without caution. Okay, Igbo are arrogant, no problem. I have seen your thinking, wise man. You can't even fight a man with grace. Your hatred is nothing to Igbo people, and they don't even notice you because you are nobody. Ask God to give you one third of their brain. I know you will run around and say this God is wonderful and say you now can you mention one thing Igbo has done to you that is bad, telling me, brother, don't mind that one. Say you hate Igbos, you know, like them. Yeah, so because they are proud, they are arrogant, so that is a problem for you. You can't start their gods, really. So guys, let us know your opinion and have your take in the comments section. Thank you.